Our culture is more fragmented than ever before, and it's only going to get more fragmented. Today, it's already the case that we don't all watch the same shows and movies, listen to the same music, or read the same news. Back in 1983, 106 million people, or 60% of all American households, watched the finale of the hit TV show MASH. That same year, 80 million people bought tickets to watch Return of the Jedi, while over 10 million people bought Michael Jackson's Thriller, the best-selling album of all time. We don't have these massive cultural phenomena as much anymore. Our pop culture is much more fragmented today because we have much more choice today. You know, back when MASH aired, almost everyone watched shows on just 3 channels: NBC, ABC, and CBS. Then we got cable, which expanded people's choice of what to watch to dozens or even hundreds of different channels, followed by the internet, which led to an explosion of both premium and user-generated content. Today, you can stream over 18,000 different movies and TV shows on Netflix. You can listen to 100 million songs on Spotify and watch over 14 billion videos on YouTube. Naturally, when you have such an enormous quantity of content, attention is going to be much more divided. Of course, we still do have unifying cultural experiences. The Super Bowl and other sporting events are still big. Game of Thrones was pretty big a few years ago. And superhero movies had their moment for a while too. But those types of mass cultural phenomena are becoming less common. And they're going to become rarer still because AI is about to fragment things even more. Think about it. I mean, we seem to be headed towards a future in which AI can create an unlimited amount of content that's tailored to our individual taste. And if that's the case, then our attention is going to be divided across an infinite number of niches. It's going to be much more difficult for any one show, movie, song, or whatever to become a cultural phenomenon. It's not impossible, of course. People are still probably going to seek out shared experiences, but the audience for any one piece of content is likely going to be much smaller than it is today. It's also interesting to think about what this means for society. When it comes to entertainment, it's probably fine, maybe even good. But when it comes to things like news and politics, it might be more problematic. Back when everyone was watching the same news programs and reading the same newspapers, it was easier to come to a consensus about truth and our collective understanding of the world. But as we've seen in the internet era, where people are getting their news from all sorts of different sources, reaching common ground has become harder. Don't get me wrong, having a lot of choice can be a good thing, but it has a darker side as well. AI-generated content is going to amplify both the good and the bad. And as a society, we're going to have to figure out how to deal with it. Anyway, there's a lot of speculation in this video. Maybe you agree with it, maybe you don't. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next video.